I was watching Dr. Nadine Burke Harris on Mel Robbins the other day, and she said something interesting about trauma. Like, she said that trauma is not the event itself, it is your response to it, and like the long term response that you have after the traumatic event is over. And it makes sense. Two people can get in a real bad car accident, and one of them could never be able to drive again, and the other could be just fine. I went to an Institute for Trauma Healing intensive probably like 13 years ago. Yeah, I'm maybe like 10 years ago. It was a while ago, I know. And in the training, the lady was like, you don't get to decide what's traumatic for someone else. And I was pissed about that because I lost my mom at 19. So I was like, well, sometimes things are just objectively more traumatic. And she challenged me to give her an example. So I did. I was like, if I said I miss my mom and someone's like, yeah, I really know what you mean because my cat died, that's not the same level of trauma. I wish I remembered this lady's name because she schooled my ass and that does not happen often. So she was like, you loved your mom, right? And I'm like, yeah, of course, obviously. She said, but what if your mom was abusive? What if you hated your mom? What if your mom was a drug addict? What if your mom sold you and put danger into your life? And what if the only thing that got you through that abuse was your cat? And what if when your mom died, the only reason why you ever went to her grave was to piss on it? But when your cat died, you felt like you couldn't exist without them. I was sad. So, she didn't have no more problems out of me for the rest of the. All of us have been through shit, and none of us have the right to say what's traumatic for another person because we don't know what's going on in their head. We barely know what's going on in ours. Anyway, Dr. Nadine was like, when people are triggered, you're dealing with the fallout from a trauma that happened when they were 5 to 10 years old. You're not dealing with what's happening in the present moment. And the same goes for you. A lot of times when people are dealing with you, they're not dealing with the present situation with you. They're dealing with something that you experienced when you were between 5 and 10 years old. And for me, once I really internalized that, I lost any sense of shame that I had around it. And I want that for you too. If addressing shame isn't part of your trauma informed healing plan, you're only going to get so far because shame is the mechanism that creates social compliance. And as long as that mechanism is there, you will find yourself forced back into social compliance again and again and again because the mechanism works well. But you can't trigger a trigger that's not there to be triggered. I want to help you live a shame free life. If you are into that, put shameless in the comments and I will let you know next time.